Welcome everybody to Lake Cam's coverage of Apponequet Regional High School sports. Today we have the second game of the PBL softball tournament from the Peter B. Looney softball field as the Apponequet Lakers are hosting the Dartmouth Indians. Apponequet coming in at 5-9, Dartmouth 11-4. Both teams coming off 7-2 losses yesterday as we enter the Memorial Day weekend. Apponequet dropped to Seekonk while Dartmouth dropped to New Bedford Vogue. Just about to get underway here. On the hill for the Lakers is number 5, Madison Fisher. And this Dartmouth team coming in, averaging over 12 runs a game. Just absolutely destroying teams in their wins, have scored over 20 runs in 5 of their games this year and scored over 10 in 5 others. So offensive powerhouse for this Indian team. We'll see if the Lakers can control them today. Leading off for Dartmouth, we have number 16, Kaylee Alfonso. Away we go. Fisher low on the first pitch, 1-0. Windy day here at Apponequet. Freetown, Lakeville. See if that has any effect on this game at all. Lined into left to start out the game. Bobbled by the left fielder, but Alfonso will stay with a single. So single here right off the bat to start for the Indians. As number 8, Sophia Souza comes up. Just underway here. Check on the runner at first, gets it by, goes into right field. A nice job by Schrader in right field to not let the runner advance. 1-0 to Souza. One and one. Here's the 1-1. Foul tip. And Fisher's ahead 1-2. Low. 2-2 to Fisher. Alfonso on first. Top of the first here in the second game of the PBL softball tournament. And tap down to third. That's going to squeak by. Everyone's going to be safe. It'll be an infield single for Souza. 2 quick hits here for the Indians. So 2 on and no out. We have Hannah Aruda coming up. Aruda takes the first pitch into left. Bobble, they're going to send Alfonso home. And 3 batters in, Dartmouth takes a 1-0 lead. So Aruda with a single, Souza to second, and Alfonso scores the run. Dartmouth with their high-powered offense already showing off what they're up to. Now number 2 is Oliveira. Swings and misses on the first pitch. 0-1. This is Lindsay Oliveira, the junior. It's going to be fouled off first base side. 0-2. Fisher looking to settle down here. 3 quick hits for the Indians. 0-2 to Oliveira. Takes the ball, 1-2. 1-2 pitch to Oliveira. Changeup. Fooled Oliveira. She got contact out to the first base side again, still 1-2. That another shot up the third base side. They're going to send Souza home. And another hit here. Souza comes in. Olivero with the single. And it's a quick 2-0 lead here for Dartmouth. So four batters, 4 singles. As Cassidy Pratt comes up in the 5th spot. Pratt pops it up. Infield fly called. Popped up to short. So Pratt gets, then Fisher finally gets her first out. 1 down. Here comes Julia Alves. 1 down, 2 on. Dartmouth already with 2 runs in here, top of the 1st. And takes the first pitch to right center. Aruta's coming home to score. Souza will hold up at second rather. And it's another run here for Dartmouth. So RBI for Alves. Three 0 Dartmouth here. 1 down, runners on 1st and 2nd. Turgeon up to bat. 6th batter of the inning for Dartmouth. Change up into the dirt. 1-1 to Turgeon. Fisher looking to get a quick out here. And that's hit into right center as well. It's going to go to the fence. Oliveira's going to come to score. Let's see if they're going to send Alves. Alves holds up that 3rd, and Turgeon with a double. And an RBI, so another hit here. And it's 4-0 here, so 6 hits, 5 singles and a double in the top of the 1st with Rainville up to bat. Still only 1 out here for the Lakers. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. 4-0 Dartmouth. Ball's up, away, 2-0. And that one's up the right field side, but out of play. 2-1. Alves on 3rd, Turgeon on 2nd. Madison Fisher looking to get a quick out here. Dartmouth has already put up 4 this inning. That's high. 3-1. And that's hit out to right center as well. 3rd hit in a row, right center off the wall again, off the fence again. Alves is in the score, Turgeon's in the score, and Rainville with a stand-up double. 2 more runs are in. So that's 6. So 6-0 already. And we have Medeiros up. Still only 1 out. Swing and a miss for Medeiros. 0-1. Foul tip. Fisher ahead, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Dribbled to 3rd. Oh, called safe at 1st. Lakers can't catch a break as Rainville advances to 3rd. So still 1 out as Alfonso's back up. She's 1 for 1 with a single. Six nothing here, top of the first. One out, first and third. Dartmouth has already batted around. And we have the Apponequet manager talking with the umpire. We'll see if there's a change being made. So this Dartmouth team living up to their reputation here after putting up 20 runs yesterday, or 20 runs earlier this week against Bishop Stang. They have 6 in the first. Looks like we're gonna have a pitching change. Not a pitching change, but we have Julian Rogers, who came out at third. Haley Monist is now on at third. One out here. As Alfonso's back up, she's 1 for 1 today. We'll see if Fisher settle down here and get out of this inning. Takes one outside. There's going to be a stolen base here. So Madeira steals the base. Unchallenged. 1-0 to Alfonso. Foul tip. One and one to Alfonso. That's out of play. 1-2. Changeup outside. 2-2. Alfonso to left, caught, and Rainville will stay at third. 2 down. Next up is Souza. She's 1 for 1 with a run today. She'll take a ball. 1-0. 2 down, 2 on. Still top of the first. Dartmouth leading 6-0. That's outside. 2-0. Fisher looking to land a pitch here and get out of this inning. That's out our way. Foul ball. 2-1. Dartmouth this inning, 6 singles and 2 doubles. That's dribbled down to third to short and dropped. So Souza will get on. It'll be an E3 with the dropped ball and a run scored. Rainville came in from third. Medeiros advances to third, and we're at 7-0. So we have Aruda, who has a single and a run scored so far. Dartmouth with a huge first inning here, 7-0 here. 2 down, runners on first and third. high. And Souza thought about stealing. Nice job by Blair to cover second. Pitch. We have a timeout called by the batter. And that's hit to left and lined out, and that'll end the inning. So rough start here for the Apponequet defense. 7-0 after the top of the first. All right, bottom of the first here, Sophia Souza on the mound for the Indians. Has plenty of run support behind her. We'll see what the Lakers can do here as Jordan McCluskey comes up leading off for the Lakers. And that's outside for ball one. Warming up here for Apponequet, we have number 8, Jillian Rogers, in the bullpen, so that's probably why she was pulled from third there in the first inning. Was the 1-0 pitch. 2-0. Two and 0 here to McCluskey. Quick 3-0. So she takes this pitch, which is more than likely. Takes the strike, 3-1. Souza with the 3-1. McCluskey hits it into center. Let's see if she goes for 2. Definitely going for 2. She might go for 3 here. Nope, she holds up for 2. And a leadoff double for Jordan McCluskey. Coming up now is Mackenzie Murray. McCluskey waited for her pitch there. Got the double. Nice hit into center. It's Murray up to bat. It's going to be high for ball one. Ball two. So Souza trying to get under control here in the first couple batters. Has fallen behind the first 2 batters. And now it's second 3-0 count in a row. We'll see Murray take this pitch. Walked on 4 straight pitches. So runners on first and second here with no outs for the Lakers. We have Amelia Blake, number 10, runners on first and second. Looking to dig into this early Indian lead. 7-0 here, we're in the bottom of the first. Takes first pitch strike, 0-1. Now feel good for Sophia Souza, who's had some control problems over the first 2 batters. That one's going to change up. That went high, 1-1. One and 1 pitch. It's low, 2-1. Blake with the 2-1 count. McCluskey on second with a leadoff double, followed by Mackenzie Murray. And Blake gets it, and that's going to hit the wall. They're going to send McCluskey home, and she's going to be safe. Here comes Murray home on the throw, and she's going to be out at home. So let's see here. They called her out at home. All right, so it looked like the catcher bobbled the ball. We'll have to go to replay, but unfortunately no replay here. So Murray will be called out at home. McCluskey will score. Blake will get a double. Advance to third on the throw. So she'll get an RBI. As Sarah Blair comes up to hit. So after all that's said and done, we have one out with Murray being called out at home, with Blake at third, and it's 7-1. Blair to short, called out, but that'll bring home Blake, and it'll be 7-2. Here's Jillian Rogers, who we expect to see pitching at the top of the second. Come on and up. So base is empty, 2 outs. Two and 0 to Rogers. So it'll be interesting to see, since we have the benefit of video replay, if Murray was out at home, just for our own posterity. 3-0. So Susan, another 3-0 count, but hasn't walked it. Does have one walk so far. And that pitch is going to be low. That'll be the second walk of the inning, as Rogers goes the first. And we'll have Madison Murray up. So 2 down. Runner on first. Lakers trying to get some more on the scoreboard here after Dartmouth puts up 7 in the top of the first. It's currently 7-2 here, bottom 1. As Murray steps out. Back in. First strike. Oh, that was close. Rogers almost gets picked off at first. Depth perception from here, I bet you should look probably closer than it really was. 0-1 to Murray. And it's a pop up to center and caught. So the Lakers get 2 back, and at the end of the first, Dartmouth leads 7-2. About to start the second inning here. Jason Greenwood here with Eric Anderson from the Peter B. Looney softball field, Pontiac Regional High School. PBL tournament here with Oliveira up here, top of the second. Dartmouth with a 7-2 lead. Jillian Rogers now pitching for the Lakers, and this is going to be an infield single, her second of the game for Oliveira. So Madison Fisher had a rough outing. She ended up with 1 inning, 8 hits, 7 runs, all earned. No walks or strikeouts. Cassidy Pratt now up with 1 runner on. Pratt's 0 for 1. Popped out to short her first time up. Ball's in the dirt, 1-0. Look for a sacrifice here from Pratt possibly, the way that the defense is reacting. Lakers could use a quick inning here after being roughed up in the first. A nice bunt laid down third base side. She's going to beat that out. And it'll be another infield single. So just like last inning, Dartmouth starts out with 2 quick infield singles. And we have Alves coming up, who's 1 for 1 with a run and an RBI. And we'll see if Rogers can get a quick out here. That ball's high, 1-0. That was a great bunt by Pratt. That was a perfect placement, right where the catcher or the third baseman couldn't get it. It's going to be popped out to shallow right and caught. Runners won't advance. It'll be one down. So this is Tamara Turgeon, who had a double her first time up. Drove in 2 and also scored a run. Rogers looking for a ground ball here and possibly get 2 as Rogers takes strike 1. 0-1. And that's blooped into the infield. Let's see if they're going to send Oliveira. They won't. McCloskey comes in and stops that, running in all the way from center field. So damage minimized, but we do have bases loaded now. Oliveira on third, Pratt on second, Turgeon on first. And we have Jenna Rainville, who had a double her first time up in 2 RBIs. Rainville takes strike 1. Dangerous hitter here for the Lakers with bases loaded. Fouled back. Rogers gets ahead, 0-2. This would be a big out for Rogers here. Oh, 0-2 pitch. That one goes low, 1-2. Bases loaded, 1-2, 1 out. Dartmouth with a 7-2 lead here, top of the second. And that's up the middle, off the glove of Blair at short. That's going to bring home Oliveira. And I don't know how they're going to officially score it, but I'm going to score that as a single. It was a hard hit ball. And it's 8-2. So Medeiros up now. She's 1 for 1 with a stolen base. Base is still loaded and 1 out. That's going to be low. Medeiros takes that one high, 2-0. Pratt on third, Turgeon on second, Rainville on first, and Medeiros looking to extend this Indian lead. 3-0, Rogers behind. So we'll see if she gets the green light here with bases loaded and 1 out. She does. It's popped out to shallow right. Rainville's tagging up. We're gonna have a play at the plate here. He got her! What a play by the right fielder, Schrader. And the double play off the tag up, we'll score that 9-2. The 9-2 put out to end the inning here. Bottom of the second. Dartmouth leading 8-2. I'm sorry. No, I'm right, 8-2. And we have Sarah Cabral up here. That's Sophia Souza. See if she settles down. Cabral shows bunt, takes the first strike. 0-1 to Cabral. That's low and in the dirt, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. So Sophia Souza let up 2 hits, 2 runs, but also had 2 walks in that first inning. That's gonna be high, 3-1. So Souza behind another batter. The 3-1 to Cabral. She takes strike 2. So we have a full count here. Payoff pitch coming for Souza versus Cabral. Oh, that's called strikeout looking. That's the first strikeout for Souza, who fell behind in the count. But did a nice job coming back and caught Cabral looking. So Monist is up now for her first at bat of the game. No one on, one out here, bottom of the second. She'll take strike 1. Oh, and 1 pitch. It's low, 1-1. Lakers looking to cut back into this Indian lead. 6-run deficit here early in the game. Ooh, it's a nice pitch there from Souza. Had her knees buckled, 1-2. This is grounded to short, fielded cleanly, and put away. 2 down. Now we have Schrader, who had the outfield assist to end the inning at the top of the second there. Well, Dartmouth looks for a 1-2-3 inning. Schrader takes the first pitch right to second. And a quick inning there for the Apponequet Lakers. After 2, Dartmouth leads 7-2. I'm sorry, 8-2. And here we go, top of the third. Dartmouth at the top of the order. We have Alfonso here, who's 1 for 2 with a run. Popped out to left her last time up. Fouled off the first pitch. As Rogers back in the game for the Lakers. Lakers could really benefit from a quick inning here, as this Dartmouth offense has exploded in the first inning. We got a quick 0-2 to Alfonso. It's going to be low and outside, 1-2. Dartmouth with only 4 losses on the season, 2 of which come into Bridgewater, Raynham, 1 to North Attleboro, and 1 to Greater New Bedford as Alfonso strikes out, and Rogers gets her first strikeout of the game. 1 down. As Souza comes up, she's 1 for 1, reached on an error last time, and also has one of the Dartmouth runs today. And that's line to third. Blair picks it up. Nice dig by the first baseman, Murray. Madison Murray will be an infield hit for Souza, her second of the game. As Aruda comes up. Aruda's 1 for 2 with a single and a run so far today. Aruda lines to third. That's going to be a foul ball, just foul. Oh, and 1 to Aruda, who I just read has verbally committed to St. Michael's College to continue her ball career. And this one's hit deep to left and dropped by the left fielder. And it's gonna only hold up to 1, but that'll be Aruda reaching on an error. We'll call that E7. It'll be 2 on and 1 out. The wind is crazy in this one. She may have lost it and looking at the fence, didn't want to run into it. So tricky spot for her out there. As Oliveira comes up, she's 2 for 2. 2 singles, 2 runs, and an RBI so far. 2 on, 1 out, top of the third. Dartmouth with an 8-2 lead. Takes pitch, 1-1. Ooh, looked low from here, but got the call, 1-2 for Rogers. And that's outside, 2-2. That one looked close, but we have a tough angle here to see inside, outside. 2-2 to Oliveira. Foul tip, stays alive. Souza on second, Aruda on first. Oliveira looking to extend the lead. This is lined to short. It'll be a fielder's choice out at second. Aruda will be out at second. Souza will advance to third. We have 2 down here for Pratt, who's 1 for 2. And Pratt was the one called out at the plate to end the inning last inning. Runners on first and third, 2 down here, top of the third. Pratt takes one outside. Oh, 1-0. This is dribbled to third. Oh, gets it by the third baseman. It's going to go into left. Souza will score. And that'll be an error on the third baseman, Monist. As Alves comes up, lead is now 9-2. Alves is 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. It's popped up, it'll be out of play. 0-1, runners are on first and second. That's the second error of the inning, third of the game here for the Lakers. And I should say these are unofficial stats. I'm not the official statistician for this. So if you're seeing this and read otherwise, I was wrong. 0-2 here to Alves. That's high. One and two. It's dribbled up to second baseman. Oh, collision there. That one looked like it hurt Blake. And the runner, who is Blake and Oliveira, looked like they collided. She's still down. Mid-third, 9-2. Blake coming off the field, looking a little ginger, but I thought they were looking at her lead, but see the trainer here, she looks like they just maybe knocked heads or something, but she looks like she's all right, which is nice to see. Due up for the Lakers, looks like we have the top of the order coming up: McCluskey, Mackenzie Murray, and Blake. We'll see if Blake is still in the game by the time she's up, but she's due up third here in this bottom of the third. Bottom of the third, top of the order here for the Lakers. Jordan McCluskey, who's 1 for 1 today with a double and a run scored. She had a rope out to center field to start. This one dribbles down the third base line, but foul. We 0-1. Changeup, just kind of floated in there. 1-1. Dartmouth with a 9-2 lead here, bottom of the third. Second game of the BPL tournament. The winner of this game will go on to face Silver Lake, who defeated New Bedford in the first game 5-1. McCluskey fouls it back, 1-2. Souza with the 1-2. That's lined up the middle again. So McCluskey hits it up to center again for her second hit of the game. That's a leadoff single. It's going to be Mackenzie Murray, who walked her first time up and also scored a run. Murray fouls it back, 0-1. Here to Murray. McCluskey on first. Lakers trailing by 7. Reach gets it in the center. McCluskey held up at second. And 2 quick singles here. And it's good to see Blake up after she took that collision to end at the top of the third. She's up to bat here. Blake is 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI. She also got called out at home, and she takes the first pitch, and that's going to drop. And we're going to start with 3 singles here for the Lakers. So quick start here for the Lakers at the bottom of the third. Blair is up, lined out to short her first time up, which also drove in a run. So bases loaded, no outs. So good opportunity here for the Lakers to make up some ground. Sarah Blair takes the first pitch. Oh, 1. It's low, 1-1. McCluskey tempting the Dartmouth catcher here on the third base line. She's going to continue to tempt her to try to get a throw to third. Blair bloops it in. Another infield single. Everyone will stay. McCluskey scores. And we have now an 8-3 game. I'm sorry, 9-3 game. So bases are still loaded. We have Rogers up, Jillian Rogers, who walked her first time up. That's in there for strike 1. So still no outs here, bottom of the third. Oh, and 1 pitch here coming to Rogers. Rogers, let's see, does that fall? That falls. So 5 batters, 5 singles. Now it's 9-3. So we have some small ball here by the Lakers. And we have Madison Murray up now. Bases loaded, still no outs. So 5 singles, 4 of them into the shallow outfield. That ball's going to be low. 1-0. That's low. 2-0. So Sophia Souza trying to get at least 1 out here as the Lakers trying to keep cutting into this deficit. It's currently 9-4. 2-1 the count to Madison Murray. She popped out to center her first time up. That's going to be high, 3-1. So 3-1, no outs. I believe the book says swing with all your might on this one. We'll see what happens. She does. Oh, lined out. Got her at first. That's a... Oh. Let's see what happens. So it's going to be a line out to first, out at second. And the ump calls are safe at third. However, I think Blake got lucky on that one. So Murray lines out to third. Rogers is out at second for the double play. And Blake is lucky that wasn't a triple play, which I think upon further review. But regardless, Cabral is up. She's 0 for 1, struck out looking her first time up. So from a bases loaded, no outs, Dartmouth now has 2 down and 2 on. That's a quick 0-2 hole here for Cabral. Great play by the first baseman over there for Dartmouth. Number 2, Oliveira, who almost turned that triple play. Pitch was high, 1-2. That's high also, 2-2. Nine to 4, bottom of the third. Dartmouth looking to get out early trouble they had. That's low, full count now. Lakers look to either load them back up or drive in a couple runs here to get into the early deficit after Dartmouth puts up 7 in the first inning. Full count. It's a foul tip. Cabral stays alive, still 3-2. So we should see the runners off after the pitch. The wind continues here at the Peter B. Looney Field, softball field at Apponequet Regional High School. Apponequet looking to get a couple runs back here. It's a full count, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. That's high. Bases are loaded back up. We have Blake on third, Blair on second. Cabral at first. We have Monist up, who grounded to short her first time up. Nine 4. So Monist can drive in a couple runs here and dig back into this Dartmouth lead. First pitch was high, 1-0. Sophia Souza looking to get out of this inning after giving up 2 runs off of 5 singles to start the inning for the Lakers. 1-1. And that's back to the pitcher. And Souza, all things considered, survives. And at the end of 3, Dartmouth will go in with a 9-4 lead. Top of the 4th here, PBL tournament. Dartmouth with a 9-4 lead. Jason Greenwood here with Eric Anderson. Thank you very much for joining us on Late Cam. Up to bat here is Turgeon. She is 2 for 2 with a double and a single, 2 RBIs and a run scored. We still have Jill Rogers. That's in there for a strike. And that's roped in, but right to Blair at short. And be 1 out. Next up is Rainville. She's 2 for 2 with a single and a double, 2 RBIs and a run scored. So Rainville and Turgeon have identical score lines so to start. That's popped up. And it lands in foul territory, so lucky for Rainville there. And we'll blame that one on the wind. That's a long way for Blake to come from her spot at second. It'll be 0-1 to Rainville. Takes the same pitch, it's almost the same spot. Blake will get another shot at it and gets it. So 2 quick outs here for the Lakers as Medeiros comes up. She's 1 for 2 with a stolen base, popped up to center last time up. That's low, 1-0. You can tell how bad Rogers wants this out right here. That's in there, strike 1, 1-1. That's roped right to Blair again. So 1, 2, 3, 2 lineouts to short and a pop up to second. And the Lakers get right off the field. After 4.5, score remains 9-4 Dartmouth. Bottom of the 4th, number 9 hitter Schrader. She lined out to second her first time up. Went for a pitch, went for a bunt rather. It'll be 0-1. Maybe not what she intended to do as she's laughing it off right now. 0-1 to Schrader. That's hit up the middle. Gets in there for a single, her first hit of the day. So we'll go back to the top of the order. And we'll McCluskey up, who's 2 for 2. A single and a double, 2 hits and 2 runs. So McCluskey's 2 hits have both been to center so far. Going for a pickoff of Schrader at first. One to McCluskey. That one hung there. It's going to be played to 2. And that's it. So it'll be a fielder's choice. So it'll be 1 out with McCluskey on first as Mackenzie Murray comes up. She is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk, 2 runs scored so far. 9-4 here, bottom of the 4th. 1 out, 1 on. As McCluskey takes off for second. She'll get the stolen base. That looked like a collision of knees there. We'll see if everyone's all right. It's number 16, Alfonso, who looked like she knocked knees with McCluskey. And she's holding her left knee, so or maybe, no, not her left knee, her right thigh. It looks like her right leg, yeah. I believe that will be a rather large-sized Charlie horse in the morning. Knee to thigh, knee usually wins. Thigh is usually bruised for about 2 weeks. The umpire smiling, so, and looks like Alfonso's on the ground smiling, which is good to see. And McCluskey gets the stolen base. Let's see if the Laker offense can capitalize on a quick 1-2-3 inning from their defense. Alfonso's on her feet, which is a good sign. See if they keep her in. It looks like Alfonso's going to be coming off. We're glad to see her walking off under her own control, but it'll look like knee to thigh. And it's gonna hurt for a few days. So we'll see who comes in as her replacement. Or if they'll just work on her in the dugout. Let's see what happens here. Three for 16. So it looks like of number 3, Sarah Giosa, coming in, replacing Kaylee Alfonso. So honestly, I have no idea what the count is. We'll find out. I believe she saw one pitch. McCluskey went for the steal. Looks like McCluskey's knee got Alfonso's thigh. We're going to be back at it. So I believe I saw the ump just say 1-1. So that's what we'll go with, 1-1 to Mackenzie Murray. Takes the strike, 1-2. We have 1 out, 1 on. 9-4, Dartmouth leads here, bottom of the 4th. That's low. And McCluskey's gonna take off, and she's in there. So that will be scored. It's not a stolen base, but that will be scored. Technically, I guess a passed ball, even though it didn't pass her. So McCluskey at third, still 1 out for Murray. Murray lines to first. Nice job by the pitcher, Souza, there to check McCluskey and keep her from scoring. It'll be 2 away. We have Amelia Blake up. She's 2 for 2 with a single and a double. And 1 RBI. We also got called out at home. Controversial call earlier in the game. And that'll be high for ball 1. Foul tip. Looked like that ball dipped down on her on Blake on the last minute. It was a nice pitch. 1-1. Runner on third, 2 outs. Souza looking to escape the inning without any damage. That's going to be low and in the dirt. 2-1. McCluskey wants to go. You can see she's waiting for that ball to squeak past the catcher, and she's gonna make a dash for it. 2-1's the count. It's popped up to first, and off the foul railing. 2-2. Here's a 2-2. And that one hung there. And Blake had to hit that one because that one would have been in there for a strike. So good job by Amelia Blake to keep this at bat alive. Still 2-2. That's low. Full count. So McCluskey's running regardless now. 3-2, with 2 outs. Payoff pitch by Souza to Amelia Blake. Blake hits it to second and put away. So at the end of the 4th, 9-4, Dartmouth keeps their lead. Top of the 5th, and this will be Gioso coming up, who replaced Alfonso. It's the top of the order. Gioso will take first pitch strike. That one's in the dirt past the catcher, 1-1. Overcast, windy, not the ideal conditions here. Joso lines up third, but foul. 1 and 2. And that's, again, third base side, but foul again. Still 1 and 2. That's low, 2 and 2. You can see Rogers before she delivers the pitch. She's looking for the perfect pitch there. That one's dribbled back to the pitcher, and that's wide. So Joso will be safe at first, and that will be an error on the pitcher, Rogers, on the throw. So Souza up to bat. She is 2 for 2 with 2 singles, reached on an error, has also scored 2 runs. That's bunted down the third base line. And another throw off the mark, and that'll be an infield single. Gioso will make it to second. That'll be Souza's third hit of the game. It's a 4th error for the Lakers as Aruda is up. She's 1 for 2. With a run and an RBI, also reached on an error her last time up. Nine 4 here, top of the 5th. That one's coming back our way, and foul. One and 2 to Aruda. Aruda calls time, granted. That one's low, 2 and 2. 2-1, no out here, top of the 5th. Lakers have settled down after giving up 7 in the first. And trail right now 9-4. That one's low, and we have a full count here. So Rogers has had a few pitches low this inning so far. And Aruda is a dangerous hitter. And it's a walk. That is the first walk of the game for Joe Rogers. Now bases are loaded, no outs here for Oliveira. Oliveira's 2 for 2. Hit into a fielder's choice last time. She has 2 runs and an RBI. One and 0 to Oliveira in there for strike 1. So Rogers in a jam here has the bases loaded off an error, a single, and a walk. As Oliveira looks to extend the lead. That's in there for strike 2. Nice pitch by Rogers. And that's poked out, but foul into short right. Still 1 and 2. That's in there. Got her looking. Big out here for Jill Rogers. It's a second strikeout on the day for her. We have Pratt, who's 1 for 2, reached on an error her last time up. It's ball 1. That's high, 2-0. Bases loaded, 1 out. Dartmouth with a 9-4 lead here at top of the 5th PBL tournament at Apponequet Regional High School. That's line. Blair is going to go home first, and it's bobbled, and she's going to be safe. That's a run for Dartmouth. And I believe we're going to have to call that error on the catcher. So Alves is now up, still bases loaded, 1 out. Alves is 1 for 3. She takes the first pitch into right rather. Schrader with the catch. And Souza was halfway home. But Schrader, nice job there, keeping no more runs on the board. Dartmouth now leads 10-4. This is number 11, Turgeon. She's 2 for 3. She takes the first pitch, lined right to the pitcher, and that's going to end the inning. So a jam there for Rogers, but only lets up 1 run. It'll be an unearned run off the error. Dartmouth will go in mid-5, 10-4 lead. Bottom of the 5th. Dartmouth leads 10-4. Sarah Blair up to bat. Blair is 1 for 2 today with 2 RBIs. That's in there for strike 1. Blair hits up center again. Her second hit of the game. Same spot she hit it last time. And another leadoff hit for the Lakers. That'll bring up Rogers. She's 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. Also has a walk today. Take strike 1. Misses strike 2. Oh, and 2 here to Rogers. That's hit foul, stays alive, still 0-2. 1 on, no outs, 10-4 here at the bottom of the 5th. That's fouled back, still gonna be 0-2. Someone's truck just got a new dent. To Rogers. And check on Blair again as that pitch missed. 1-2. One and 2 pitch. That's going to hit Blair, so she's going to be out. Unlucky. And Rogers will be on base at first. So unlucky there for Blair, trying to make it to second. And I think maybe hit the wrong bounce and hit her in the ankle, and that's an automatic out. So 1 down, 1 on for Madison Murray. 0 for 2 today, lined out to first, her last time up. Takes first pitch strike, 0-1. One and one as the catcher checks on Rogers. 1-1 here to Murray. Looking for her first hit of the game. That's in the dirt. There's going to be a check again. 2-1. Sophia Souza with the 2-1 pitch to Madison Murray. So it looks like the manager of Dartmouth was asking the home plate ump to check to see if he agreed with the other umpire's check on the first baseman on that last play. We're back here, 2-1. That's hit back to the pitcher, out at second, and safe at first. It's close there, but Murray hits into a fielder's choice. And this will bring up Cabral, who's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Runner on first, 2 down here, bottom of the 5th. Lakers trail by 6. That's high. It's catcher Rainville. First baseman Oliveira looking to pick off whoever's at first here. That's in there for strike 1, 1-1. That's low and in the dirt. And Madison Murray back in there safe. It'll be 2-1. Cabral looking for her first hit of the game. Takes strike 2. It'll be 2-2. Two and two, 2 out, runner on first. That's a slow roller back to the pitcher. Fielded cleanly. At the end of 5, Dartmouth keeps a 10-4 lead. Welcome back to Apponequet Regional High School Lake Camp's coverage of the PBL tournament. Dartmouth versus Apponequet. Top of the 6th inning, we have Rainville up. She's 2 for 3 today. A double and a single, 2 RBIs and a run scored. Rogers misses on the second pitch, 1-1. Dartmouth holding on to a 10-4 lead here late in the game. That's out to right, but foul, 1-2. That's low, 2-2. back up the middle. It's gonna be close play at first, but got her. One down here. It's number 10, Blake, at second base. As Medeiros comes up. She's 1 for 3 with a single and a stolen base. Dartmouth, we have number 4, Aruda, warming up. To pitch. We'll see if she comes in next inning. And that's hit into the right field for a base hit. That's her second hit of the game. We'll go back to the top of the order for Giosa. Giosa scored a run last inning. Also reached on an error. Or while reaching on an error, rather. 1 on, 1 out. This is popped up toward us and hits foul. 0-1. Low. 1-2. I'm sorry, 1-1. That one inside, 2-1. Rogers here in her 5th inning of relief work. After Madison Fisher let up 7 runs in the first inning. This one's fouled, that's out of play, left field side, 2-2. Runner on first, 1 out, top of the 6th. And got her looking, strike 3. That's the 3rd strikeout for Rogers in the game. And this will bring up Sophia Souza, who's 3 for 3 with 2 runs. Also reached on an error. Foul back, strike 1. Inside, 1-1. Reached out, and that's going to land fair. That one plopped right in the inner part of the outfield. It'll be a single, 4th hit of the day, all singles for Souza. Aruda, who was 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored, has also reached on an error and a walk today. First pitch misses, 1-0 to Aruda. High, ball 2. Rogers looking to get out of this inning unscathed. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Have not had many swing and a misses today on either side. That's foul ball up the left, up the 3rd base line. 2-2. Rogers looking to get out of the inning. Aruda looking to extend this lead. Aruda already has 1 RBI today and 1 run scored. That's in the dirt, full count. Runners will be off. And that's hit deep to center, and that's gone. Home run for number 4, Hannah Aruda. 3-run home run. And Dartmouth extends their lead 13-4. That's 4th RBI. That's RBIs 2, 3, and 4 on the day for Aruda. Dartmouth re-extends their lead. That was a bomb. So still 2 down. Oliveira up. She is 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 2 runs and an RBI. Struck out looking her last time up. Low and in the dirt. Oh, I'm sorry. Not low and in the dirt. This angle tricked me. 0-1. That one hit to short off Blair. Not going to get there in time. That was hard hit by Oliveira. Will be an infield hit. Oliveira's 3rd of the game. We have Pratt. She's 1 for 2 with a single and a run. I'm sorry, with just a single, and has also reached on an error her last 2 times up. That one's in there for strike 1. 1 on, 2 out. Top of the 6th. Dartmouth with a 13-4 lead, thanks to Aruda's 3-run home run. That's high, 1-1. Check on the runner at first. That's low. 2-1. And that's roped into left. Aruda's going for 3. Gets to 3rd. Nice base running. I'm sorry, Oliveira. Nice base running by Oliveira, 1st to 3rd. That's Pratt's 2nd single of the game. 5th hit of the inning here for the Indians as Alves is up. She is 1 for 4 with a single. She popped out to right her last time up. She takes the first pitch in the center. Oliveira comes in to score. It's now 14-4. That's Al's 2nd RBI of the game. And then we have Turgeon up. She's 2 for 4. That's hit back and right to Blake, who steps on the bag. But damage is done on that one as the Indians hit around and they have a 14-4 lead. Bottom of the 6th inning, new pitcher here for the Indians. Hannah Aruda, who just had the 3-run home run last inning. She'll take the mound. Sophia Souza had a solid 5 innings. She finishes 9 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 2 walks, and a strikeout. And Monist will be up. She's 0 for 2 today. Lined out to the pitcher her last time up. That ball's high, 1-0. 14-4 here, Dartmouth with the lead. Another double-digit outing here for this Indian team, who've scored over 10 in the majority of their games so far this year. So they are definitely an offensive juggernaut. That ball was foul-tipped, 1-1 to Monist. Swing and a miss, 1-2. changeup fooled Monis. That was a great pitch. Strikes out looking, so Hannah Aruta's first batter, she strikes out. Now we have Schrader. She is 1 for 2 today with a single. Swings and a miss on the first pitch, 0-1. That's hot. Oh, bunt by Schrader, but out. So quick 2 outs here for Hannah Aruda as McCluskey comes up. She's 2 for 2, a single, a double, stolen base, reached on a fielder's choice last time. Also 2 runs. No on, 2 out. And that's foul to first base side, 0-1. She reaches for it, and she's safe at first. Another infield hit for McCluskey, her 3rd hit of the game. This will be Mackenzie Murray. She is 1 for 2 with a walk, 2 runs scored.
Now batting is number 16, Mackenzie Murray.
We'll see if McCluskey, who already has 1 stolen base, will test Rainville again. That's high. 2-0 to Murray. Again, Rainville going to first. It'll be 3-0. Murray will take this pitch, most likely. Let's see what happens. Wind picks back up here. In there for strike 1, 3-1. McCluskey at first, 2 outs. And swing and a miss. So 2 strikeouts for Aruda here in this 6th inning. Oh, no. I thought that was a strikeout. I'm sorry. It was 2-1, not 1-2. So 2-2. Got a little jumpy there, ahead of myself. My apologies. I blame the wind. And that was prophetic on my part, apparently. Strike 3, so that's 2 strikeouts for Aruda as we head into the 7th, 14-4, Dartmouth leads. Top of the 7th, Rainville leading off, 14-4. Takes the first pitch, pops up to second. Oh, second baseman falls down. Blair tries to catch up with her. That's just unlucky on Blake's part. I have no idea how to score that, so I'm calling it an infield hit. That'll be the 3rd hit of the day for Rainville. She's now 3 for 5 on the day. This brings up Medeiros. She is 1 for 4. She takes the first pitch and it's going to run foul. Oh, dropped. Close there by Mackenzie. I'm sorry, that's number 14. Hannah Correa. Just missed that one, so it'll be 0-1. This one's hit into right at Schrader. 1 down. So we'll go back to the top of the order to Giosa, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and also reached on an error, scored 1 run. Fouled back. 0-1. Bunt unsuccessful. Technically will go foul. 0-2. Joseph fouls it off the third base side. Still 0-2. Oh, and 2 pitch to Giosa. That's lined up to left. Giosa with a single. Rainville will advance to second. That'll bring up Souza. Souza's 4 for 4 with 4 singles, also reached on an error. So she's been on base 5 times today. 2 runs. And she's going to get on base for a 6th time today. That's going to load up the bases. So nice day by Souza. 6 at-bats, 5 singles, and reached on an error. This will bring up Aruda. Aruda, who hit a 3-run home run straight out to center last time. 1 down, bases loaded. Takes 1 outside, 1-0. High, 2-0. Aruda's 2 for 3 with a home run and a single, 4 RBIs. I'm sorry, 3 RBIs. No, 4 RBIs. Also reached on an error. In there for a strike, 2-1. That was 3-1, so that will walk in a run. That'll be Aruda's 5th RBI. It's a 2nd walk for Rogers. Rainville gets her 2nd run of the game. So Josa at 3rd, Souza on 2nd, Aruda at 1st. And that's hit to Blair. Blair goes home with it. Gets the force out at home. Nice throw and catch to get. That was Oliveira at bat. That'll be 2 down. They didn't let me catch up on my notes there. So bases are still loaded. Pratt is up. She is 2 for 3 with 2 singles and reached twice on errors. And that first pitch is in for a ball, 1-0. 2 down, bases loaded. In there for a strike, 1-1. Dribbler down the 3rd base line goes foul. One and 2. High. 2 and 2. And that's hit into right over the head of the left fielder rather. There's 2 runs in. Oliveira will hold up at 3rd. And that is a 2-run double for Pratt.
Now batting is number 10, Zoya Alves.
So Alves is up. She's 2 for 5, single at her last at bat. And that's right at Blake. But 3 more runs in for the Indians. And going into the bottom of the 7th is a 17-4 lead. All right, bottom of the 7th here. Last chance for the Lakers, who trail 17-4. This Dartmouth offense has been potent today as Aruda looks to, well, not technically close things out, but finish things off. Blake will be up. She is 2 for 3 with a single, double, and an RBI. So Jillian Rogers finishes up as Blake takes the first pitch. Her line, 6 innings pitched, 13 hits, 10 runs, all earned, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. Coming in the second inning, as Blake faces this 1-0, high, 2-0. Aruda still in pitching for the Indians. Inside, 3-0. And it's 4 pitches and a walk. So 3rd time on base today for Blake. As Blair comes up,
Now batting is number
she's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Her last 2 singles have been straight up the middle. Takes strike 1. High, 1-1. So this Dartmouth team will go on to the championship game to face Silver Lake, while Apponequet will face New Bedford in the consolation game. Blair, another single up the middle, so that's her 3rd of the day. And we have 2 on with no outs here for Rogers.
Now batting is number 8, Jillian Rogers.
Rogers is 2 for 2 with 2 singles and an RBI, and also reached on a walk. In there for strike 1. And that's hit. Played a 3rd. Blake will be out at 3rd. It'll be 1 down. Next up is Madison Murray. She's 0 for 2 today, reached on a fielder's choice at her last at bat. That's in there for strike 1. It's high for ball 1. 1-1. 2 on, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th here. 17-4. Dartmouth with the lead. Looking to close things out here on this chilly late May afternoon, or I guess early evening at this point. That one's fouled off to the first base side. 1-2. And the 1-2. Foul back. Now 2-2. Two on, one out here. And that's hit into right center. Oh, nice catch by the right fielder. As Blair tags up, goes the third. And they check to see if Blair tagged up, which she did. So 2 down.
Now batting is number 14, Hannah Correa.
This is Correa, and this is her first at-bat of the day. Replacing Cabral. So 2 out, 2 on. Correa with a swing and a miss. And that's hit into right. Blair will come in to score. Rogers coming around to third. Correa comes in, gets a single and an RBI. So still first and third.
Now batting is number 30, Haley Monis.
Now Monis is up. She's 0 for 3, struck out looking her last time up. 17-5. Foul back. Monis looking for her first hit. That'll do it. Dartmouth starts out strong, ends strong, and they'll take the victory 17-5 and go on to face Silver Lake in the finals of the PBL tournament. The win goes to Sophia Souza and the loss to Madison Fisher. For Eric Anderson on camera, this has been Jason Greenwood. Thank you for joining us for Apponequet Regional High School Sports here on Lakeham.